and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing something a little different, a little unusual again. So I've got an Easter egg dyeing kit. I figured we could try and use them as paint. I know I'm not the greatest at watercolor. If you've seen my channel before, I have played with watercolor a little bit and it's definitely not my strong suit, but there's only one way to get better. But it looks like the dyes are in pouches. So I have my paint palette over here. I was just gonna squeeze a little bit in. So it looks like it comes with like either a pink or a red. I can't quite tell. I would think it's pink, green, yellow, blue, and purple. And then what's really cute is if you're actually using it to dye eggs is it's got these little indents to where you can punch them out and set your eggs on top, which is pretty cute. I like that. Also, I thrifted it from Goodwill for 99 cents. So the first thing I see in the kit is instructions. Knead the packet of liquid dye thoroughly. Okay, that's important. So I'm assuming these are the pouches, which are cute. They have little Easter bunnies on them. It's really sweet, actually. Oh, it's upside down. That's cute. And it appears to be that's the dyes. And that's everything. So it's just the instructions, the pouches, the box itself, and the dyes. So I don't think we'll need these. I might be able to reuse them for something, like little storage bags. I don't know. So you want to knead the packets. So it is pink instead of red. So it says we're supposed to knead it. I feel almost, it's like a string in there, maybe. The green feels like there's more in it than the pink, which is weird. Ooh, I popped something. We'll try the green first since it did something. So that's strange. I tore it open and it's like dried acrylic paint. Did these expire? It looks like acrylic paint. Let's put this in the paint palette and see if I can liquefy it again. Okay, something's happening. I was not expecting metallic, I can tell you that much. So I guess I will peel all of these out and put them in the palette and rehydrate them. So they're all out of, oh, that's just a reflection. They're all out of the package now. I'm gonna try and rehydrate them because the green seemed to want to be able to. I probably should have put it together that these were going to be metallic. Based on this, it's on a metallic cloud. It's got like sparkles and it's got like shines to it. But I just figured that was marketing. All egg dyeing kits have their little quirk. I mean, every kid's thing itself has its quirk, no matter what it is. So I don't know why or how they dried. It's definitely not just regular food dye. Unless maybe gel food dye does this. I'm not sure. But it's weird. And I do already have a sketch and a plan. And so I'm not sure how it's going to work with the metallics, but I'm still going to give it a go. So I'm going to do a bluebird. I figured that's very spring, Easter themed. I don't know if you can quite see my sketch, but I did already lighten it. So yeah, I guess we'll just wait for these to revive and see what happens. How old is this kit? Let me check. I don't see a year, but it does say it's from Walmart. And it does mention something about Facebook. So I wouldn't say it's vintage, like old. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of things are still made in China, but I mean, the early 2010s, everything was made in China. So I would say at earliest, probably then. I have no clue. And this is also very reflective, so I'm sorry I had to move my light. So the other problem with this, besides them having been dried out and metallic, is that you don't have the primary colors. They're all pastels. So I'll have to see what I can mix, what I can manage. So this was my initial attempt at the sketch. So I'm going to test my colors on here. I attempted like an orangey red color. I think it's a little too gold. Because it's a dye, it's not really going to lift the way I want it to. While that's drying, I'm going to jump down here and work on a little bit of moss. And then I'll add a darker green in here in some spots, just very lightly. Okay, there we go. I was starting to get worried that it wasn't going to layer for me. So I'm actually going to jump down to the log that he's sitting on because I mixed up a brownie color. And then that way what I have left over can also be used to darken other shades. as always, never forget to sign your work. Doing it a little subtle this time because I didn't want like a bright pink or anything as my signature. I still wanted to go with the theme. So I basically just did the green that it came with I think it was a little bit of pink that was left in from mixing colors. But this is what we've got. Very, very shiny. Some of the legs are still a little wet, but this is how it came out. It's an Eastern Bluebird. And again, it was made with an egg dyeing kit, which is pretty wild. I think considering the medium, I did okay. It was not easy to work with, especially considering these stupid packets were dry. And we had to re-wet them, and they stayed like chunky and partially tacky most of the time. A few of the colors, like the yellow, and I think the pink, broke down fairly quickly, but throughout the whole thing there was chunks in the green and the purple. The blue was like it was kind of in the middle, but that also could have to do with the amount of water I added. I was not precise. I didn't use a pipette or anything, but again, I did not expect it to be metallic. I should have figured that out, but I did not. I don't hate the metallic, actually. I was a little anxious when I realized it was metallic. I was like, oh, am I going to be able to get the detail? Is it going to be too distracting? But it's just like it's got mica pigment within it. It doesn't seem to be glitter. It seems to be mica. And I don't really hate it. I do wish that it wasn't metallic, but it could have definitely been worse. But if you liked this video, if you liked my artwork, and you want to see more, feel free to like and subscribe. And I also wanted to shout out my last video, the 5 Below clay video. It has been kind of blowing up in regards to my channel. I am a small channel. It's got, last I checked, I think 160 views and 10 likes, which is really good for the size channel I have. So thank you so much for that. But don't forget to stay artsy. Thanks, guys. Bye.